The next decade of creative and media technology companies will focus on building direct-to-fan connections and community strength. As creators, we'll still need the social platforms. We'll still need those companies up here for discovery, for reach. We need that. But those companies will be one component of the many tools that we have as creative people to help us run our communities and businesses. That's where the world is going, I'm sure of it.
Hi guys. If you are interested in securing your stake in the future of the internet that Jack just talked about, then this video is for you. I say this because having a website is practical application of owning a direct-to-fan platform. Remember, a direct-to-fan platform is one that takes away the middleman. Middleman meaning TikTok, Instagram, WhatsApp, or just third-party applications that hold your intellectual property or your creative assets for you. It's a place where you could go to serve your customers directly, whether you want to sell, educate, entertain. All of the content and all of the thinking and intellectual use on that platform is made for you and from you or by you. I'm going to show you how to set this up as cheaply as possible, and then you can build on that for the years to come. The first thing you're going to need for your website is a domain name. Companies spend millions of dollars annually trying to reserve or purchase a certain domain name for themselves. I think of domain names strategically. If I'm banking on myself and I think I'm going to make it in the next 5 to 10 years, I might as well keep that domain name down, because then it's going to be hot cake and people are going to want to make a buck off me by saying, yes, you want this bite from me. To avoid that, get your domain name today. If your name is Susan James, then you should reserve susanjames.com. I think about the extension very strategically too. If I want to operate in the NGO space, I'm better off with a .org domain name. I would like you to do some research and be strategic in choosing what your domain name is. Remember, it's your unique identifier on the internet. The next thing I'm going to do is to show you where to get a domain name from. I will also be walking you through my thinking in choosing a service provider, because not all deals are great deals. For this example, I'll be using my portfolio site 2025.com to search. I'm searching on Spaceship currently, and I want to see what the price range is like. So it's $8. It's under the $10 mark, and honestly it seems great. Next year I'm only going to pay $9. I do not mind this. I'm also looking at the extensions and their cheaper variants. So like I said, do some research and find out what's best for you. The next provider I'll be looking at is GoDaddy. GoDaddy is always on my YouTube, so let me see how affordable or accessible their service is. Okay. 19 cents. This is too good to be true, and of course next year I'll have to pay $22. That is way over my budget and it's not sustainable in the long run. Remember, not all deals are good deals. Just like other providers, they have extensions and other price points you can look at. Let's go to the next one. Ionos. Let's see. Remember, more domain name services are available in the market. Do your research. $1 per year. Oh my god, affordable. It also has other extensions and price points, and you can choose what you want. The last one I'll be reviewing is Namecheap, and I'm a bit biased to Namecheap. In fact, this is where I got my domain name from, and here's why. I think it's a middle price point where it's not so cheap. I'm scared of their services, but it's also not so expensive that it breaks my back. I can afford to shield this money next year if it was time to renew. So currently I have signed up and gotten my domain name. For my domain I chose RIBI because that's my name, and this is just the look of the dashboard. So the first step is getting a domain name, and I have done that. We'll move to the next step. I hope by now you have an idea on how to buy a domain name, or you have bought it already. Okay, the next step is your web hosting. Think about it like this. Now you have your address on the internet. You may opt to share a room with someone to save costs, or share a flat, or rent a flat in a building, or rent an estate in a building, or build your own house. It's all up to you and your pocket. Because we are going with the cheapest means of making this happen, I will show you things you have to consider when choosing a web hosting service to use. Just like a domain name server, we need a web hosting service. For this example, I'll be using Hostinja because I like their price point and I like the features that they offer. So the first thing I'm going to check is the storage. This is a pretty decent amount of storage. I'm going to check how many websites I can pack there, if they give me free email services, can I transfer my other websites into their hosting, and can I get a free domain. But none of that matters because I want free web hosting. I don't want to pay $195 every month. So for this, I'm going to use Infinity Free. And I've chosen them because a lot of people offered like free hosting, but none of them gave me all of these services, right? I've been with these guys for like a year and everything they promise, they actually deliver on. So I'm going to get started with them. So now, register, login. The first thing you want to do is to connect your domain. You have registered for your domain and it's elsewhere. Now you have to connect it, and it's the first thing you have to do for your web hosting. So I'm going to connect my portfoliowebsite.com, assuming that I bought this, and I'm going to verify domain. So that's how I connect them. But let me show you what I did using the domain I actually purchased, which is this rib.com. I went to the domain name servers and it's like the address of Infinity. I copied it and I went to Namecheap. So I pasted it here, and here's why. So Namecheap has its own custom domain, but it just doesn't do anything till I connect the two, and how I do that is by pasting it. Okay, my domain name is all set up. I'm going to move forward. The next thing I'm going to set up is my SSL. SSL is my security certificate and is what gives that locked green padlock on my site. As you can see, it's all free. I can generate a new one and manage it. After I set that up, the next thing I'm now going to think about is creating my main website, like that page that people come and they scroll. For this on Infinity, I am going to go to my control panel. Okay, good. So this is like a cPanel backend. If you do not know about this, please learn about WordPress because that's what we're going to be using. I'm going to go to the app installer and I'm going to just install WordPress. Now, one thing I want to show you is that you can use any other framework. See, there's Joomla. You can use any other framework if you want to work with any other thing aside from WordPress. See, there's Laravel here too. Sweet. And it's all free. But I want to use WordPress. Okay, let me not get sidetracked. WordPress. So I'll be installing it. I've already installed it, so let's see. I just want to show you how it works. So you can see, even though I had registered on Namecheap, it's now connected here in Infinity, right? Leave me comments if you have questions. My website is already up. I'm logging in. This is like my WordPress dashboard view. I'm going to go to appearance. I want to show you how to get like a template installed, and you have to go to appearance and then themes. So a theme is a template in WordPress that comes with pre-made pages, and you can just edit it to get started with your website portfolio, assuming that you do not know how to build a website from scratch. I'm going to add a new theme, assuming that none of these, I've gone through them, they do not work. And just waiting. Great. So there's a choice to upload. I'll show you what to do with that later. But there's like 7k templates or themes you can go through, but I'm trying to get one for a portfolio site, so I don't have time to go through all of this. I'm going to come here and type portfolio. Right. Okay. So you see that filters it to like 1,700, and let's just look at how this looks. So it looks good, but I do not like the font, I do not like the color. I'm going to go out of this WordPress dashboard to look for more. I'll go to Google, and yeah, free WordPress themes is my search prompt. Let's see. I want to see what this is, but later. And I'm going to go straight or directly to WordPress. As you can see, there's the portfolio themes, and then there are other themes that I could use, whether it's for a health or whatever sites I'm trying to build. I'm just going to check under portfolio because I'm trying to make a portfolio website. So I like this. I'm partial to pastel colors, by the way, so forgive me. And I'm going to view the full demo site. Yep. In fact, I think I'm going to use this to improve my portfolio, my blog site, right? And something I want to make you know is every website, you have to think about the mobile view, right? Because people will view your website via their phones. So think about all of this. I like it. I'm going to pick this design and see their options, add it to GitHub or just download it with WordPress. Now, a third option is to go for a third-party site that provides free WordPress designs, and see, these guys have listed over 30 free. Okay, I like this. Please read up on it or just Google what to think about. I really like what this says. Do your own research every time. SEO is going to be so important for your website, and I think I'm going to make a video on that. There's so much information to share with you. Okay, I'll just keep scrolling until I find one that appeals to me visually. None of these do yet. Nope. And visually, I mean fonts, colors, pictures. Watch my last video, if you would like to understand what I'm trying to say. Okay, this is not so bad. Let me preview. Yep. Exactly how I imagined or hoped this will look. I like the grids. Okay, Mr. Stoner. So this will come with the pictures and the text and the fonts, and I can edit it to how I want. I'm going to download it. I'm just going to download it. Let's check for the name of this file. Okay, and it comes as a zip, and I'll show you why. So the next thing I'll do is go back to my WordPress dashboard, and I'll go to upload theme, and I will choose that file. I think it's under my downloads. Okay, yeah, great. Whoop, let's get that in, and I will install it now. So even though I got it from somewhere on the web, I'm downloading it into my drive. Okay, and then I can activate it from here. I'm not going to activate it because I don't want to use this right now. I'm just showing you how it works. And then now it's part of my WordPress theme. So that's how you get it. If you wrote code for your site, you can still go to this back end and upload all the files you need uploaded and still get the same result. Okay, let's recap. So in this video, we learned about domain names, how to register and get your domain name. We also learned about how web hosting works and how to get your website out. I hope you learned a little bit. I'll also make more videos to build on it. Like, subscribe, and see you guys next time. Bye guys.